Nothing will stop this show! Mile!
クーラ頑張る
Round 1! Ready? Go!
雪だるま
もらった
クーラそれワンインチ
さあ残影剣さあ残影剣おりゃえい残影剣残影剣おりゃ残影剣さあ残影剣勝利だいや残影剣残影剣 KO! Player 2 won't give up that easy. よし
私の妙義に酔いしれな
Round 2 Ready? Go! 飛翔剣勝利だ空波だ空波だ残影剣さ空波だ
おら
残影剣
ちょっとそれ
空波だ空波だ
ちょっとおバカ
Player 1 takes another round. ありがとうございました。ザークがシャシャリ出るんじゃねえ。Round 3 Ready? Go! Showing their resilience here. おいおい、喧嘩売ったのはてめえだぞ。Hey, come on! Reach for the top. Ready? Go! Here's the big one. Yeah, tail that crack you. Tail that crack you. Yeah, crack you. Back, back, crack you. Bomb that you. You poacher. Tail that bomb that you. You did it. くれてやる。ああいう剣だな。おらよ。おらよ。This is just the start of a new worldwide legend. Winner! 最初から諦めてちゃつかめる勝利もつかめないぜ。